Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. To make my wreath for my Christmas decoration or dollhouse, I'm using a very thin piece of chocolate cardboard box, and I'm just setting my compass at 1.5 centimeters, and then I'm going to cut the circle out. So I've got my piece. I'm not going to be popping it out, and I'm going to be cutting the exact same, but I'm going down to 1 centimeter so I can cut out so that I've got just the wreath. I've got the discs cut out, and now I'm just going to be using this mid green to just paint it. I'm leaving it in the cardboard. And now that it's painted, I'm going to take out the centerpiece, and then I just leave those to dry. My paint is all dry, and now I'm going to be placing some PVA glue. I'm just using this hobby and craft glue, and I've got some of this like fake kind of grass like that, which I'm going to be using a little bit of. So I'm just going to paint some glue onto my wreath. And then I'm going to sprinkle some of this on there. Just to cover it a little bit, and then I'll wait for that to dry. I've got this, which they call fake moss, but it's not actually moss really. It's made from glue, so it's like really fine strands of glue that they've tinted green, which I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to break a few pieces off, and then I'm going to be using hot glue to glue these pieces on, just to bulk it up, to make it look a little bit prettier. Just placing them to see if I like the position before I glue them. Quite happy with that. And now I can glue that down. I'm going to be using hot glue to glue these ones on. So I'm quite happy with the way that's all sitting. I'll just take some of the little strands of glue off. And now we can start putting some little decorations onto that. To make some of the decorations, I'm just using some chocolate wrappers. So I've got a gold and a red, and all I'm going to be doing is tearing a little bit off each of them and turning them into little balls. To make the little balls, I'm taking all the silver that's on the red and turning it all inward, so that when I roll it, there isn't any silver that's going to be coming through. And I'm making different size balls. So I want some really small ones like that. And then I'm going to make some that are a little bit bigger. And I'm doing the same with the gold paper. I'm using a 0.4 copper silver coated wire, and all I'm doing is taking a blob of hot glue and putting it onto the end of my wire. and then dipping it into all my little balls so they pick them up like that. And I'm just holding them upside down so that they don't slide all the way down the shaft. I've got all my little pieces made that I would like to use, and now I'm going to be just using some hot glue and gluing them on. Now when I'm going in a circle, I like to go in odd numbers, so I've made 5 of each of my little balls. So I'm just going to glue those on now. I've got these tiny little white pearls as well, which I'm going to be cutting individual ones off and just putting them through my wreath. I find it easier to glue it down and then cut them off. At least you've got something to hold on to. And then just put as many on as you would like. I've made a small tiny little ribbon like this, which I'm going to be gluing on just there. And then I've got these rather cute looking little cherubs like that. And I've got 2 of them so that they're going in opposite directions like that. And I'm going to be gluing them on at the bottom like that. And then all I have to do is take all the little strands of glue off, and there's my little dollhouse wreath completed. So I've just hung my little wreath up, and all I've done is I've pushed a pin through there so that it just balances on there like that. If you found this video helpful or you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.